Hey, Ryan here from Last Exit. Thought I would show a little bit about how I bring a new product to life. Usually with my products, it's all about utility and functionality. And this time I thought I would do something that's just purely for fun. Back in December, I was listening to Tim Ferriss's podcast. Tim's guest was an investor and entrepreneur named Cyan Banister. She's honestly one of the most interesting people I've ever learned about. I highly recommend the entire podcast. But I was really taken with her mission to try and add more joy into her life. And one of those ways is really simple. She uses dice to gamify her everyday life and add a bit more chance to the equation.
I make choices just like any other person that are ingrained choices formed out of habit. So I wanted to see what would happen if I became more random and how much of our patterns actually hinder us versus open us up to possibility. When I roll the dice, it puts me in places and it puts me in a frame of mind where anything's possible and anything at any moment can happen. I have not been led astray by the dice a single time. So how it works is, let's say you and I want to go to dinner, Tim, and I'm like, what do you want to eat? And you're like, I don't know. And we go around and we do this thing that everybody does for 5 minutes trying to decide. But maybe we hone in on Italian. Like we're making some progress here. So we basically put Italian into open table. We roll the dice. Whatever it lands on, we are committed. We are going to go. Doesn't matter what the reviews are. Every one of these choices shouldn't take you longer than a minute. So you can move on with your life. My life has only been improved by taking myself out of the decision-making process because I am the hindrance.
And as I'm trying to find new ways to add joy into my life, I thought it would be fun to figure out how to add dice to my everyday carry. But I didn't want loose dice just rolling around in my pocket. So to solve for that, I thought I would make a leather dice case. Other parameters, I wanted to have a way to clip it somewhere where it was easily accessible. So that could be a backpack or a pocket, belt loop, wherever it might be. So to start the process, I took a couple dice from a board game and then started to work on a prototype. Figured out some basic structure for it. I would add a snap closure. I ended up making a couple different iterations as I was going through the prototype phase, using some scrap leather that I have laying around. Figured out how the attachment and the functionality of the clip would work, where I would sew it together, and I landed on this. I'm really happy with it. Because I'm my best and worst customer, I always carry everything that I make. And I've been carrying this now in my pocket for about 6 weeks. I ended up making a handful of these for some friends and family for little Christmas presents over the holidays too. And since it's been well received by my friends and family, I thought it's ready for prime time. I bought a bunch of really nice bicycle brand dice, just white dice, and a pair will come with every case. And because every time I make one of these, I'm just using whatever scrap leather I have hanging around the shop. So when you buy one, it's a bit of a roll of the dice. What leather color, what stitch color, and that's kind of more of the fun of it.
I really wish people would try more things like this because I think people think that the way that they are is unchangeable, that they are static, that they have no ability to break their habits or form new ones. And introducing something simple like this that allows you to make decisions quickly, move through life fast, and then puts more joy in it just seems like a win-win-win.
Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you down the trail.